Hello everybody and welcome back to another map showcase. Today I'm going to showcase a map called Saxonia. It's right, Saxonia there. But the top one looks like a different name. So yeah, let's head in and take a look at the map. And the map is a large map. It's a ×4 map. So yeah, we'll be doing I'll be driving around a lot. Also there's I think 3 trains on the map. So yeah, we'll be doing some train driving as well. Yeah, so here we are on the main farm. I can see I have a runabout already, but that I'll sell because yeah, that will be too slow for this map. So yeah, let's take a look at the map. Yeah, as you can see, the map is a large map. So yeah, and yeah, there's lots of driving to do. So yeah, we'll be driving. What I'll do from the main farm where we are right now, I'll head south, and then from there, there's 2 sell points down there, down at field 37 and field 17. 2 sell points there, then we'll come back and head up north and drive around up north and visit all the sell points and then come back down south. Yeah, so let's see what machinery. This map, you get a lot of machinery when you start. So yeah, I'll be cycling through. You see, get some good tractors on this map. Yeah, lots of good tractors. The front loader, the trailer, the tractor, truck, 2 trucks, harvesters. Yeah, you get a ton here, so I'll just cycle through. Yeah, this I'll sell one time. Yeah, you get the forestry and then back. So yeah, I downloaded a new mod I'm gonna try from the mod hub. It's the Helix, 54,000 only. So I'll select it and I'll take red. Looks rim standard design. Let me just put a roll bar you get on this. Yeah. Standard, so let's see how the roll bar looks. So yeah, I'll lease it for now. Okay. Yeah, so let me hit here. Yeah, one thing, let's see. Yeah, the log looks clean, so yeah, it's a nice clean map. So here we have to yeah, there it is. So I'll enter. Let's see where we are. Yeah, we're on the opposite side of the farm. So here we have a large parking area. Put on the frame rates, zoom out. Yeah, this vehicle drives at 150, max 150, so I'll slow it down to 110. Yeah, so here we have a large area where we can put on placeables if we want. Yeah. Yeah, so here's the vehicle shop here. Yeah, so I have to head out here. Drive around. There's a farm in the distance there. We have 1 train here, but that's just for design. Yeah, I tried driving on it, but yeah, it just drove in a circle and did nothing much. So over here we have the farm. Yep. So here's the farm here. Let's see what's in here. Yeah, it's just the house. Let's see. Just another entrance to the farm. So here we have the farmyard. We have what looks to be like a compost machine, not a compost, the mixing station for the cows. We have the cow facility right here, and the chickens as well, close to the farm. It looks like no, that's not the train line, that's just the end of the train line. Yeah, so here we have the chickens too. Chickens over here, sorry. Yeah, so the cows and then the chickens right here. Let me just turn around. Let's see how the inside of this is. Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah, even though it's in beta, yeah, you get the frame rates inside are a little bad. So yeah, but otherwise, yeah, it handles very nice. So the rest of the farm is here. we have storage, straws here, grass and stuff. Then we have the fertilizer and the seeds here. And over here we have what looks to be like, let's see, nothing here. This is the silos. On this map you also get a lot of areas where you can put down storage. The gates there don't work yet, so yeah, I'm guessing later on, because they lead to nowhere. So yeah, down here we have a large parking area. Yeah, so let's head out. Yeah, large parking area down here. Yeah, the gates are just blocked. Over here we have the silos, so you drive up the ramp, it opens. Yeah. Yeah, so from here I'm just gonna, let's plan the route. From here I'm just gonna head down south, down to field 35 there and visit the sell point there. And then we'll head to field 18, visit the sell points there, and then we'll head north on the outskirts. And we have a few sell points close to the farm here, so yeah, we just have to drive around a bit. Let's see how the route, yep, just drive on the blue line there, the green, light green. Oh, there's a nice Volvo VNL parked up there. Yeah, so let's drive. So we're gonna head down here. Over here we have the livestock, sales and buying. So in here, small bump in the road. We have the forestry here. So this is where the road that will take you to the 2 sell points down the road here. You know, this vehicle has some speed to it. It'll do good on this map. Over here we have the first few sell points. Yeah, oh, it's the lumberyard. So here we have the lumberyard here. And the train also stops here, so the lumberyard is right close to the train. And we have the lake, and then back here we have what looks to be like a storage area. Silo for storage. 2 sell points right here. Close to the lumberyard. Let's see what else. Yeah, it's just the lumberyard, and let's see if it joins up to the lake. Yep. See. There's no place to unload at the lake, so it's just the lumberyard. The lake is just for decoration. All the fields, if you look at the fields, they're very large as well, so yeah, this is ideal for multiplayer. Also there's 3 trains on this map, so yeah, multiplayer would be ideal for this map to be used. Yeah, so we're gonna head south. Here we have the forestry. So we're gonna head down the road here. Here we can head straight down south to the sell points down there. Corners like it's on rails. Lots of open landscape. Yeah, so far this mod working very nicely, even though it's a beta, in beta testing. So down the road. Here we have 2 cell points. Because the map is so large, I'm driving a bit fast, so the video won't be so long. Yeah, and as there's so much open area, there's not much to view. Yeah, here we have some storage, a storage area, so you can store your crops when you're farming down here. Seeds, fertilizer and stuff. Yeah, this is the first storage area down south of the map. Now the next one, let's see. Next cell point. Oh, we have to drive through a mountain. Yeah. First time, yeah, this is the road to the next cell point through a mountain. Lots of open landscape, lots of grass fields as well, so yeah, so far the map is nicely constructed. Yeah, bridge right here. So at the corner here we have a silo here. Let's see what store straw you can sell here. So if you have straw, you sell it here, and then what looks to be like a storage area here. Yeah, so that's just storage. So let's see where the next sell points are. Yeah, we've been to the center, so we have to head all the way up north. Now, so a long drive up north. Large area of placeables. Speed up because yeah, it's open landscape here, so nothing much, just the fields. Yep, we've been to those cell points there. Yeah, the bridges are nicely constructed. We have a campsite there, so for camping. Yeah, see, the next one is the biogas plant. So yeah, we're going to the biogas plant. So up here we have the biogas plant and some fields. Yeah, so there's a biogas plant, and then we have what looks to be like a storage area again. Here we have the standard Farming Simulator 17 biogas plant, just planted down there, and then we have some more parking and storage, parking and for placeables as well. Then as we drive up the road this way, the entrance is here, no, that's a parking. So as we drive up here, inside here is another storage area. seeds, fertilizer, and storage. Yeah, so let's see, from here, yeah, I'm gonna head to the junction there and then head south and visit that cell point in the Byfield 13 there. Then we're gonna head west and head up to the three cell points up there, and then circle around and come back down. Yeah, more area for putting down greenhouses and stuff. Yeah, lots of grass fields, so there's no shortage of grass on this to do your biogas work and stuff. Yeah, so it looks like we'll be crossing the bridge. Taking a speedy driver back down to the junction there. Oh, it slows down very nicely as well. Yeah, I think I might be using this for a lot of maps in the future. It's a nice mod. Yeah, so inside there. So make a U-turn here. Turn around here. Turn around here. The train passes here, so yeah, this is a area for the train. It's also the sheep. Yeah, so here's the cell point here. And the sheep. You take this road here. There's no. Yep. So here's the sheep facility. Shame there's no roads taking you back, so you have to cut across the grass fields to get to the sheep facility. Yeah, so that was the sheep there, so we're gonna head all the way down to the junction there at field 31 and then over the bridge. Yeah, this map is a very nice map, I have to admit. Yeah. Tons of room, so yeah, we own only, let's see how many fields. Yeah, we own a good few fields. Yeah, so the next junction there. Oops, missed. Yeah, I was supposed to. That was my bad. Wasn't paying attention. Supposed to go under the bridge. Yeah, we're supposed to take this road here. Bridge here. Yeah, I wonder why there's a bridge here when there's no lake or anything. Yeah, so up the road here we have. Yeah, I'm just going to speed up since it's mostly open landscape. So up here we have another storage area. So those red bins are storage areas where you can store the crops. So I'll just drive in here. Bridge. Train passes here as well. So another storage area. jump in. Yeah. And we have a sell point on the corner of the road. Some ice cream here. Yeah, so this here's the sell point. Let's see, oh, there's a gate there. Yeah, so heading back. Let's see how we're gonna. Yeah, we're just gonna head up the road here. Yeah, head up here. Another parking area and placeables area up here. To the mountains. Train line passes underneath there, so yeah, we'll be seeing this area when we're on the train. Yeah, so all very large map, lots of room. Yeah, so this map, if you're going to do multiplayer, then each group of players have their own area to work on. So you can delegate. Yeah, we have roadworks there. So we have the spinnery on the corner here. Down the road there, here we have crop sell point where the train passes as well. As we drive around here. So in here we have the sell point for the train, load up the train, and then over here we have another sell point. Then we're going to continue down the road here. We have, yeah, just a spinnery down the road there. Yeah, the train network is also, yeah, there's one train that drives all over the map, and it's a long train ride. Yeah, so down here we have the spinnery. Whoa, yeah, driving a bit too fast over those bumps. I'll start slowing down. Yeah, so in here is the spinnery. Yep, in here. So the whole pallets. So let's drive back to the main road, because we only have a sell point down the road there, so I'll drive, yeah, just down the road here. next cell point. For the train, it looks like it's just you come here and unload the crops and the train takes care of the rest. So you have to drive around this yep, here. So there's the cell point where the conveyor belt is. Yeah, it's this place here. So that's cell point here. Yeah, the road corners nicely around the hill here, the mountain here. Okay, so we're gonna head to the outskirts. One more cell point, let's see. Two more, yeah, one more cell point we visited. That area there. So we just have one cell point again, and then the trains are taking over. Oh, it's a military base down here. Yeah, looks like a military base down here. Yeah, so in here was the next cell point. Cell point is inside here. Here. Inside here. They're taking granola. There's the runway there. Yeah, so we're heading back to the farm now, because here we've seen everything. Yeah, so we just follow the road. Here's the road leading to the forestry there. The farm there, the vehicle shop, sorry, and then the farm is inside. Oops, my bad. Yeah, so I'll just park here. Hello and welcome back. Yeah, so now we're gonna take a journey on the train. So yeah, let's see how the map looks from the sky. Turn off the frame rates. Yeah, so let's take an aerial view of the map. Yeah, it's mostly open landscape because yeah, all the cell points are far away. There's the lumber yard there. Yeah, everything is so far away so you can't see anything. So yeah, it's they have to tap to a lot of machinery to get to the train. Yeah, first train. Let's see where we are. We're at field 10. You have to mark where I am. So let me just put it down on a paper. Field 10. So let's drive. Yeah, that one is also at field 10. So yeah, so we're driving past the farmyard. There's a farmyard there to the right, to the left. Yeah, and since this map is so large, the train will take a little while to drive around. Yeah, the fields are large as well, so yeah, there's lots of opportunity, and yeah, you'll be making lots of good money with the fields because yeah, there's so much crops on the field, and yeah, it's not large as well. Yeah, so we're up north of the map now. Here's where the sheep facility is. Because the map is so large, the train feels like it's driving very slowly. If it was a smaller map, we'd have been feel like we're driving very fast. So here's the next train. That's field 2. This train takes us on a journey right around the whole map. So it really feels like you're driving on a cross-country drive on the train. Base area. This is the point that I stopped at where the conveyor belt is. You have to load your crops using the conveyor belt. Yep, we're on the last lap. Yeah, I'm wondering if these trees can be cut down. Might be. There's a forestry area there. Yeah, this is a long drive, this train. Back to field 10 there. we started. To the next one, which is at field junction 2. So let's go see where this train takes us. Where are we? We're up there at field 2, so I have to remember that. And this one has a different carriage. It's mostly for crops. Sound there from the jets. Yeah, we have a large forestry area over there as well. Yeah, it looks like this is another long train ride, because here we're heading on the outskirts of the map. This train line, yeah, we came around from this way on the other train line. Now we're going back the way we came. Yeah, through this area here. Yeah, so we're loading from the same conveyor belt. One more train to drive on, and that's it. The fourth one, where we start, where the livestock sales and buying point is, that's just for no train line there. It just the train line just goes in a short distance, and yeah, there's some errors with that train, so I won't be taking that train anywhere. This train line is going past that area there. Way up, yeah, there's a long train line. Yeah, the creator did a very good job on this train line. First time I'm seeing a train line so long and so covering the whole map. That's one thing. All the trains are covering every area of the map. Let's see what field, yeah. So we're driving around here, yeah, and coming back down to field 2. If it wasn't for that Toyota Hilux, the video would have been a bit longer, because all the other vehicles were slower than normal. So yeah, so now we're heading down back to the base. 2 more corners. Oh, these small red bins are places where you can load up on the train. So yeah, that's nice, a nice feature. Yeah, I didn't realize that. So yeah, this is just a loading bin for the train. So when you store the crops there, you can load it straight on the train and sell it. Yeah, that's the first time I'm seeing that on any map. So we're on one more corner, and then we're back at field 2. And it looks like we have the lumber train. Yeah, it's a factory for fuel, I think. So we have one more train, which is this one here. I think this is the last one. We'll check and see. So this one takes us past the restaurant and comes back. There's a restaurant up in the distance there. I think there might be one more train because there's a lumber one as well. So we haven't taken that ride. Yeah, there's a restaurant up there. So, so the train passes this area and then makes the circle on the north side of the railway. I think it's here, this one that makes the U-turn. Yep, this one makes the U-turn and comes back. So the train line was very well designed on this map. So now we're heading back to the station. Loading up. Yeah. So let's see, just spin me down the road now. Then we're back at the train station here. Yep. This line wasn't as long as the previous one that I took there. That one took us right around the whole map. There are more sell points to more pickup points to visit. Yeah, so I'm thinking we have one more. Nope, not this one. Let's see where we are. Yeah, so this one here we haven't taken. That last one I see, that one has a error on it. Let's see where this one goes. Yeah, this one goes in the opposite direction of all the trains that we took. This one goes this way. And there we have the forestry, so this is mostly for the forestry. Yeah, this one here. The one passes inside here. There's a pickup point for the lumber. I'm guessing this is the main forestry area, so you bring all your lumber here. Yeah, you bring all the lumber here and it loads up. And you drive off to sell the lumber at the lumber yard. This one makes the full circle, so there's a lumber yard there, so the unloading point should be maybe on the opposite side. This field looks large here, the brown one there. So yeah, so we're back at the train here. So here is where you unload the lumber from the forestry area there and sell it. Yeah, so that was all the trains. Reverse a bit. Yeah, so I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time when there's another map to be showcased. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.